Hello, and welcome to your tutorial on navigating your Middle Georgia State University's d2l or brightspace. To begin, we're going to start at the very top of our web page on the toolbar that is called your mini bar. On your mini bar, you have a couple of things that we can go through. First, we have the Middle Georgia State University's logo. This takes you to your d2l homepage where all of your pinned classes are for the semester. Next to that, you have the name of the class that you are currently in. And then next to that, we have what we call our course selector. This is going to allow you to navigate between your classes very easily, and you can see them all in one place. Next to that, we have our message alerts icon. This is going to allow you to view any unread email and also navigate to your email, which we will do in just a few moments. Next to the message alerts, we have your subscription alerts. This is going to allow you to view your notifications about new blog posts, see any of the subscribed discussions that you're a part of, and any threads also. Next to that, we have your updates alerts. And these are very important because this is going to allow you and it lets you view any new and updated announcements from your professors, any due dates and end dates for your assignments, your discussions, your quizzes, and also any new and updated grades. And we all love to know what our grades are. Now, next to that, you may or may not have a picture of yourself, and also it shows your name. If you click on this is going to allow you to view your profile, change any notifications, as well as your account settings, see your progress, and also log out of your d2l. Right from here, we're going to go back to our message alerts. Now, it's good to mention that most of your professors will have you use your main mga.edu email to send any emails to them, but if you have to send any emails to anybody in your class or your professor, this is how you would do it. So we're going to click our message alerts and go to our email. And it pops up looking like this. Now, the way to create an email through d2l is we want to go to our compose button. And then if you notice, it looks similar to an email. You have your body paragraph, but what we need to do and know is we can't just type anybody in. We need to go to our address book. Now, from our address book, you can notice you have your 2, your CC, your BCC. Now, a good thing is you can filter this by any of your classes, okay? So whenever you're in a certain class, if you scroll down, you notice that it's going to show everybody that's in that class, everybody that's in that class list, and so on. So you can choose to click on everybody and anybody in that class. We're just going to send it to one Mr. Joe. And once you've clicked the box next to their name, you go right up, slightly up, and it says 2. You want to press 2. And if you notice, it's going to plop their name right into our 2 area. And then you want to add recipient. This adds that person in to your email. And of course, you can change your subjects to whatever you need to, and then whatever body, whatever you need to write to them. We're just going to say test 1, 2, 3. And then also a good thing to know is you can also add any attachments. You can upload any files, any recordings, and so on. From here, we're going to go all the way back up and just send, and it's going to close out that window for us. And then once you go to your course home, this course home button is going to take you back to your main screen of whatever course you're in. It's very important to know. And you notice it says sent successfully, so our message has been sent. Okay, moving on to the toolbar that's right underneath our mini bar. I showed you what the course home does. Again, that just takes you back to your main screen of the course that you're in. And then we also have our course tools drop down here. Now, your course tools drop down is going to have a couple of important things to remember that you can go to. It has your content, your calendar, your discussions, your assignments, your quizzes, and then what everybody likes is your grades. And we'll get to all those in just a few moments. Now I want to take your attention over to the right of your screen for your content browser. Right here, this little box. Now this is going to have a lot of what your professor is going to want you to look at during the semester, where all your assignments may be, and so on. So of course we have our very important and first thing you should look at, your syllabus and your schedule. We'll get to that in a moment. We also have this Start Here button. So if you're taking an online course, you guys, you want to make sure that you go through this information very thoroughly before you begin your class. And then, of course, we have our course content, and we'll get to that also. So to navigate through D2L, I like to use my course tools, and I like to go to my content button. This is going to take me to the big table of contents of everything that I have for the course that needs to get done. So we want to do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my syllabus. All right. In our syllabus, it's good to know that there is a download button here. We want to download it if you can, print it, put it on your desktop, wherever you can get to it easily, okay? So your syllabus is, of course, going to have your course and instructor information, the details about your course, any of the policies that the school sets out, as well as your professor. And one big thing that I really want to point out to you guys is the tutoring section. So the tutoring section has our math academic resource centers. We're located in Macon and in Cochran. It shows the times, the days, the place, and how to contact them, as well as our student success centers and where they're located at, and their phone numbers in Macon, Cochran, Dublin, Eastman, and Warner Robins. So these are good to know, especially when you get stuck with something. After that, we have what we call our tentative course schedule and outline. Now, this is a very important section of your syllabus. This is what you want to have on your desk in front of you, because it's going to show you what you need to be doing week by week for your online course or in class, and also when your exam dates are. We all need to know when those are. All right, from here, we're going to go back to our course home. And now we're going to navigate over to our calendar. Our calendar is a good tool to have. If you notice, I have some things that I need to get done here. But I enjoy seeing it in the month view, because if you're taking a bunch of courses, it's all laid out for you. All of them are color-coded to the specs that are in D2L. But you can also view this as an agenda. You can view it as a day. You can view it as a week, a month, and also a list, whatever your preferences are. And you can also print it. Now, from here, we're going to go again back to our course home. That course home button is the way to go. I want to point out this big section right here in the middle. If you notice, it's called the announcement section. This is a very important section as well. This is where your professor is going to update you with anything, make sure they check up on you, put any announcements that they need to give to the entire class. It's going to be readily available for everybody in a quick manner. All right, now we're going to navigate back to our course tools and our content, and we're going to go through how it would be like to do a quiz, a discussion, and an assignment on D2L. So we want to go to our course content here. And from our course content, we have 3 different things we need to do. We need to do a discussion, we need to do a quiz, and we need to do an assignment. I personally want to get this demo quiz out of the way. So let's see. When you pull up a quiz in D2L, it lays it out just like this for you. Description, quiz details, who you are, the period of time that you have to take it, and how much time you have, and then how many attempts you have. Also, it gives you your requirements if there's any requirements. So let's go back up and see what conditions that we have to meet before we can do this. So it looks like we have to make sure that we do our discussion before our quiz. So let's go back and do that. Now, a quick way to get back to our course content is right above your demo quiz. It says table of contents, course content, quiz. Let's just head back to our course content. So it said I needed to do my discussion first. So let's do our discussion. All right, so this is what a discussion would look like in d2l. You want to choose what topic you want to go over. So we're going to do the hobbies and interests. And once you do that, you just start a thread. So of course you want to have a subject. So we're just going to say hobbies and interests. And then let's just put in some hobbies and interests. So I enjoy gardening and I enjoy painting and I also enjoy hanging out with my family. Now my interests include mathematics and now growing new plants. Alright, so now that you've done that, if you notice you can pin your thread, you can subscribe to your own thread, which is very important. You can add any attachments and then you can post. So we just want to post and we're done. And you notice it pops up right here and it tells you who you are, how many people have read it, if there's any replies or views to your posts, and you're done. So now we can go back to our course tools, our content, and now we can go back and do our quiz. So let's go back and do our quiz now. And you notice that that those red letters that said, hey, you have to do this first, that's all gone. So let's start our quiz now. So this is what a quiz looks like in D2L. Of course, you have your estimated length time, how long you've taken, who you are, and what attempts you've done. And then over here, if you have more than one question, of course, it's going to have all of them listed in these little boxes right here. So let's answer our question. What grade would you like to earn in this course? Well, of course, I want to earn an A, right? And if you noticed, as soon as you chose your answer, it saved it for you. So you don't have to go back and save all your answers, but you can go back and change them. So let's say I changed it to a B. You see it saved it again. All right, now from here we want to, there's only one question. If you have multiple questions, of course, you would go down and answer all of those. So we want to submit our quiz. All right, it stops you and says, hey, make sure you answered all your questions. So you can go back to your questions or you can submit your quiz again. Now it shows you your attempt on your quiz. Now this is where you would go and you'd see, oh, I got this one wrong, I got that one wrong. Okay, let's go back and do it again. So you would press done. And if your teacher allows, then you can see your attempts each time you've done it. All right. So now from here, let's go back to our course content again and do our very last thing, which is an assignment. So we're going to go to the assignment here. And here's your instructions. It just says just upload some file. All right, so we're just going to go down to upload. And I'm just going to give this person my son's sight words. So I've uploaded it. Once you've uploaded a file, you can add any comments that you would like. So now that we've added our comments, we're just going to say submit. And you notice that it submits it for you. All right, so let's go back to our course home, and I'm going to point out just a couple more things for you. If you notice, I have a couple of alerts up here. My first alert is a message alert. This gives you a submission receipt for whatever assignment that you just submitted to. You receive a receipt saying, hey, good job, you did this. And then also I got a quiz update. I got 100 on my quiz, and I know that I've done well on that. So the very last thing that we want to look at here is our grades button underneath our course tools. So let's go there. And of course, this is what and how it would be laid out. Now, there may be more things that get added to it as you go, but this is where your professor would choose to put all your points and then the percentages of your grades. Alright guys, thanks for watching your tutorial on navigating your Middle Georgia State University's D2L or Brightspace. I hope this helps a lot for you guys, and good luck in your course.